Welcome back to the Daily Mastermind. My name is George Wright III. I'm your host, and I am going to be talking to you today about a couple of thoughts and ideas that I had. And I want to do these because I really want to just give, every once in a while, I just want to give you a few thoughts that I've had, things that might be able to inspire and motivate you throughout the day. But before I do, let's go ahead and pull up the Daily Mastermind mobile app quote of the day. Let's see here. Okay, the quote of the day is from Michael Neal. Michael Neal. This is really simple and really great. It says, "Let go of controls. Let go of controls." I love that quote because I can really relate, like probably a lot of you can, to the idea that, we try so hard to control things in our lives. We're doing this in order to feel secure, in order to feel comfortable, in order to feel like we have some semblance of control in our lives. But ultimately, I think what I've learned throughout life, and I think you've probably learned the same, even though you may or may not be letting go of the controls, I think we learned that in order for you to truly be successful and have peace of mind, the only thing you can really do is take action. Take action towards your goals, your dreams, your vision. Take action and allow space for attraction. Those two things together are really all you can do. When you give it your all, when you hustle and grind and do what you can to chase your dreams, but then you allow space for attraction and things to happen in your life, and you accept that everything in life happens for a reason and a reason that benefits you. Remember, that's a decision you can make. You can make the decision. It's not just something you have to believe. It's a choice to believe that things in life happen for a reason and that reason is there to benefit you. When you make that decision to choose to believe that, all of a sudden your filter changes in a lot of ways. You start to see different outcomes and different solutions and different experiences a different way. And so I really like that quote, let go of controls. So with that said, today I want to share with you just a couple of quick ideas. I want to have a real short episode today where we can give you a little bit of inspiration to think about your life, think about making some changes, because I tell you, I want you to constantly be thinking of what you can do to create the life that you deserve and, the life that you're capable of living. At the end of the day, there's only so much you can do, but as long as you're moving forward, then that's all you can do. And that's a great goal, and you should feel accomplished and proud of yourself for doing that. And I appreciate you listening to this podcast. I believe that just by doing that, you're moving forward in your daily rituals and you're moving forward in your life. So the first thing I wanted to share with you is I have a couple of poems that I wanted to just kind of give you because I have these printed. I'll usually, periodically repeat these to myself because I think they're very inspirational and they give some really great ideas. The first one is a poem that is often quoted by Les Brown in his closing remarks of his talks. As many of you know, Les has spoken for us a couple of different times, many times over the years, and I have a lot of respect for Les Brown. He's a good partner and friend, individual that we've used to speak at our events in the past. And this poem is actually a poem by Burton Braley, and the poem is called Success, and you'll probably recognize it. And this is how it goes. If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, work day and night for it, give up your time and your peace and your sleep for it, if only desire of it makes you quite mad enough never to tire of it, makes you hold all other things tawdry and cheap for it, if life seems all empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and you dream is about it, if gladly you'll sweat for it, fret for it, plan for it, lose all your terror of God and man for it, if you'll simply go after that thing that you want, with all your capacity, strength, and sagacity, faith, hope, and confidence, stern pertinacity, if neither cold poverty, famish and gaunt, nor sickness or pain of body or brain can turn you away from the thing that you want, if dogged and grim you besiege and beset it, you'll get it. I want you to go Google and pull that poem up. I think if you'll look at that and read that, as I do once in a while, it'll really give you some inspiration to be able to take things to a new level each and every day. What you need in the moment is you need to be able to have things at your disposal that'll help give you a little bit of inspiration and motivation. And another poem that I will use, and this next one I'll use occasionally, as simply a way to make myself ask questions, right? If our thoughts create our life, Where do our thoughts come from? Our thoughts come from the questions that we ask ourselves. When we ask ourselves, what is that empowering question, and what are the questions you ask yourself? Because if you're asking yourself questions, as my partner Robert Stubert would say a lot of times, if you're asking yourself questions that are disempowering, like what if they think of me, or what if this happens, or what about this and what about that, those disempowering questions will take you in the wrong direction. But if you can ask yourself empowering questions, like what is it that drives you, and what is it that you can define in your life that will help you to be able to create peace of mind, security, happiness, fulfillment, passion, and things like that. You ask those types of questions. So this is a poem that allows me to kind of ask myself some very important questions. And the poem goes like this. I bargained with life for a penny, and life would pay no more. However, I begged at evening when I counted my scanty store. For life is a just employer. He gives you what you ask. But once you've set the wages, why, you must bear the task. I worked for a menial's hire, only to learn dismayed that any wage I had asked of life, life would have paid. By Jesse Rittenhouse. Now listen, this poem is so important because I want you to ask yourself this question this week. And these are questions that will help your thoughts to go the right direction. Are you asking and expecting from life what you truly deserve and desire? If not, why not? This is where I recommend you really do some work. Are you doing things you're unhappy doing? Are you doing things that you believe your value outweighs the amount of money that you're getting paid? Are you doing things and not getting, the return that you feel you should have? Whether it's business, relationships, life, or whatever else, you've got to ask yourself, if that's the case, why not? What can you do differently? Why not make that leap? Why not make that change? Why not start creating the life that you were meant and deserve to live? Those are the things that you have to ask yourself on an ongoing basis, because if you're not doing the activities that you need to do to get you where you need to go, then you need to change what you're doing. And that's the only way that you can have success and create progress in your life. I encourage you to do what Ed Milet would say a lot, and that is blissful dissatisfaction. Enjoy and be grateful and satisfied with what you have, but yet always be striving for more. That's my goal for you today. That's my wish for you. And I hope there's something that I can do to help you out. If so, I'd love for you to hit me up on the Daily Mastermind on Instagram or Facebook. Send me your comments. What type of topics and things would you like to learn? What type of topics help to motivate and inspire you? I love the feedback. Every time I get it, I use that feedback and I take it into account in my life as well as what we're doing for messages. I'm excited about the business and finance that we're going to be talking about this week. I look forward to talking with you more. Have an amazing day. Once again, this is George Wright III, and this has been the Daily Mastermind. Talk with you soon.